Finding good work boots is tough. Most boots either hurt your feet or fall apart too quickly. Some are just too heavy for all-day wear. And let's be honest, many of them cost way too much. A few weeks ago, we got our hands on these OUXX Work Boots. We wanted to see if they could solve these common problems. Since then, we've worn them every day, at construction sites, in bad weather, and during long shifts. Today, we'll tell you exactly how these boots performed. No fancy talk, just our real experience after putting them through some serious use. So, without further delay, let's get started. When we opened the box, the boots came well packed. Nothing fancy, just good protection during shipping. These boots come with a simple warranty card. You get a 7-day return window and 30 days for exchanges. There's also a 6-month warranty if anything goes wrong. What stands out right away? The steel toe has this TPU covering. That's an extra layer of protection that makes sense when you're working hard. After a long shift, your hands can be tired, but you don't have to deal with laces. There's a side zipper, which turned out to be really handy. Just unzip the side zipper and easily wear the boots. The leather outer keeps water out pretty well. We found this out during some rainy days on site. Here's something worth mentioning. These boots come with electric hazard protection. For those of you working around electrical equipment, you'll know why that matters. Height-wise, these hit right above the ankle, giving you that crucial ankle support without feeling restrictive. The overall profile isn't too bulky either. They look like work boots, sure, but they're not massive or clunky like some safety boots we've tested. Now, let's talk about how it fell. First day. It was pretty stiff. That's normal though. We wore them around the neighborhood to break them in. After about an hour, we had to tighten the laces a bit. The ankle part has this soft leather padding. Really helps with support. Inside, there's a mesh lining that lets your feet breathe. We wore these for full work days, and our feet didn't get too hot or sweaty. After a week of regular use, they felt much better. The boots started forming to our feet. The arch support also works well. We didn't feel any strain even after standing all day. And there's enough space in the toe area, even with the steel toe. Here's where it gets interesting. We tested these boots in different situations. Let's start with water resistance. We stepped in plenty of puddles, worked in the rain, and dealt with wet concrete, but our feet stayed dry. Just remember, they're water resistant, not waterproof. For regular wet conditions, they'll do fine, but don't expect them to handle deep water. For slip resistance, these boots use EVA rubber soles. We tried them on wet concrete, muddy paths, even some oily spots in the workshop. The grip held up well. You can walk with confidence, which is crucial when you're carrying tools or materials. There's a Kevlar layer in the midsole. We actually tested this. Stepped on some sharp screws. Nothing came through. We could feel the screw pushing against the sole, but it didn't puncture. These boots also have something called EH protection, which is for electrical hazards. They meet the ASM standard. In simple terms, they help protect against electric shock when you're working with electrical stuff. The steel toe is really strong as well. We dropped some tools on it, and our toes were totally fine. The TPU covering showed some marks but didn't crack or split. We did some basic yard work in these. Cleaned them off with a hose afterward. They cleaned up nicely and easily. The leather still looked good after getting wet. After wearing these OUXX work boots for some weeks straight, here's what we think. These are solid boots that get the job done. The leather stays tough even after getting knocked around, and your feet can breathe thanks to that mesh lining. We really like how they handle different jobs. Whether you're on a construction site or doing electrical work, these boots keep up. The safety features actually work. The steel toe saved our toes a few times, and that electrical hazard protection gives you extra safety when you need it. They keep your feet dry in most wet conditions, and the zippers haven't given us any trouble. Just remember to treat the leather every now and then to keep it in good shape. If you need work boots that can handle rough conditions while keeping your feet comfortable, these OUXX boots are worth looking at. So, that's all about our experience with the OUXX boots. Got questions about these boots? Drop them in the comments below. We're happy to share more details about our experience with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next review.